Welcome back to Fate of the Revenants. This is our third session in. Uh, very excited to get into what we have here today. Quick recap of what we went through last time. This group of 5 individuals who woke up buried in a graveyard of sorts, the graveyard, a memorial place for people who died in a major attack on the city of Manaling 32 years ago. Some unfighting of undead happened that led to you each remembering your names. And an interesting fact about yourselves, you met a kind halfling farmer by the name of Willow and his 2 kids who brought you to the city of Aven, where you met a dwarven blacksmith named Runa and her husband Archer. Got set up with some supplies. Some of you went to the local shrines in this town and found some connections and some more questions about who you were before you lost your memory. Rosie, your next roll gets disadvantage. I saw that. um, while you were investigating the shrines and trying to get some insight onto some details of your past, you heard a shriek, a woman shouting out. Upon investigating into the mines of the mountain in Vedan, there were a wraith and some bodies. You managed to kick 2 bodies off down a mine shaft, quickly dispatched the wraith. But there was something deeper in the mines, portion of it that no one ever really goes to. Nyla felt a deep-rooted fear about. You guys left. You ran into the mayor of Vedam, who was kind of a dickhead to you both, to you all, in which Jaws said, I suggest you fuck off, using suggestion and getting the mayor, Leo Wheatflow, to fuck off for, I think, like 8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours. After talking with Runa a bit and making your way into her home to rest for the evening, the mark on each of your arms, the teardrop phoenix symbol, started to burn intensely, and a voice pierced into each of your minds, this deep and raspy voice shouting out, "You're mine."
Consent is sexy.
And that is where we pick up. After being forced onto your knees, shouting in pain with the rain coming down, this has happened. What goes through your minds? Well, first off, Runa, seeing you guys come down, she has healing magic immediately as she looks to you all. She says, "Are you okay? Is everyone okay?" The burning sensation after the voice calls out is slowly going down, kind of just pulsing and radiating until it's completely gone.
God, that hurt more than that gross ghost thing did. What the
fuck?
Didn't like that.
You felt it too?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not fun. Shovel will go up to Runa and like hold out her forearm and kind of point to him, big. Do you know what this is? I just kind of have it now. I don't know.
Runa take a look at it to see what she can figure out about it. She takes a moment to examine it. That divine energy still crackling at her hands as she examines it. I'm not sure. This is pretty powerful stuff. It's like there's a branding on each of you.
Ugh. Well, I mean, unless we all knew each other, it seems a little sketchy that we all have it. I wonder
Could have known each other. We don't know.
maybe this has something to do with why we can't remember anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say this is only the latest in a long list of shit that could be described as sketchy.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, crawling out of the dirt is definitely, well, I don't know, maybe it's something I did all the time. But something tells me I didn't. So that's probably the first thing on the list of sketchy.
Good for someone whose name is Shovel.
You're right!
Who's playing around in dirt.
I'm pretty skilled with a shovel, it seems.
Hmm.
Maybe I could turn my sword into like a shovel shape at the end of it.
I think we're losing the thread.
Sorry. Well, I mean, it's something to go on, something to look for answers for. I feel like if somebody knows what the symbol is, we'll just kind of keep asking around.
Hey,
Runa
DM,
chimes in.
Yes. Did the mark look different at all, or just feel different?
While it was burning, there was a faint glow to the scar marks on it.
It
It's not
looked
like
like
it was.
it was burning.
Yeah, it looked like it was burning. It looked like, when. Yeah, it just had like that bright glow to it. And then as the pain subsided, it cooled down into the normal scar lines that you have grown accustomed to.
Yeah. And as it's cold, it doesn't look any different than it did before.
No different.
Okay.
Also, DM,
Yes.
did the voice feel familiar?
Ooh. How about everyone give me a history check?
I'm great at these.
Ooh.
I'm using the chunky dice. History?
Put them in the chat.
Yeah, please put them in the chat.
You said history, right? You said history, right?
Yes, please. Two dirt 20s and a 21.
And then shovel with an 11.
And Fido with a 13, just a little fist bump.
Much like some of the other things that have been occurring, there's something that is sort of at the tip of your mind. It doesn't feel like this voice is someone that feels incredibly close to you. It's not like a personal connection. Might have heard it at some point. It's just like it's itching something, a familiarity. Like if you heard a voice actor from one program to a voice actor from different, like the same voice actor in a different program. Like,
Mm.
not first-hand account.
Yeah. It's someone we could remember, but not someone we necessarily should remember.
Exactly. Yeah.
Reminded me of the time of day again.
Currently, it is pretty late at night, because this happened after sunset.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, it maybe be close to 10, a little after 10.
Trevor will look to everybody else and say, well, I mean, Jaws scared that guy off for, what'd you say, a couple hours?
8 if we're lucky.
Well, I mean, we could leave now and then sleep in the rain, or we could not sleep in the rain and hope that we can get out before he comes back.
Well, if he fucks off for 8 hours, that means he's 8 hours away, so then
Yeah.
he'll take another 8 hours to get back.
You're really smart.
I'm really not.
Shovel's doing the mental math. Oh, well then, maybe we can sleep in a little bit. I want to get some more cinnamon rolls.
Runa says, yes, please. We'll get you set up. In the morning, I'll send a message out to my contacts in Manaling. Get some word to Aldor, the leader there. That way he knows to expect you. And then we'll get you set up with some supplies. And yeah, it shouldn't take incredibly long to get there if you keep a good pace. A couple of days.
Okay then.
Thank you for letting us crash at your place.
Yes,
Of course,
thank you. We really appreciate it.
And for basically giving us free things.
I've been on your end of things, venturing in my younger years, so it's giving back a little bit.
Most appreciated.
Now, come on inside. Get out of the rain. And she ushers you all inside. Anything that you guys want to do in the evening here, or we can put in the long rest and bring it to the.
Trouble will want to talk to Nyla just a bit and just say, I mean, I'm glad we got out of that tunnel. If whatever was coming was scary, but like, how did you know it was gonna be bad?
You ever like, I don't know, at the edge of like a cliff, and you just get this feeling in the pit of your stomach?
Oh, yeah, like weird,
That.
like icky falling feeling.
Yeah, the deep sense of fear and dread.
Fair enough.
It wasn't nice. Whatever's in there is not nice. Didn't want to linger and have it turn into a problem we weren't ready for.
You're probably right. I just won't lie and say I wasn't curious. Maybe we could have like hidden behind some boxes and figured out what it was.
I mean, I guess we could have, but then if something actually did come out and then like saw us, don't know how that would have turned out with how quickly and deeply it felt unsafe to stick around. But I understand the curiosity for sure.
You probably saved us, so thanks. I wonder if it would have been worse than getting yelled at by that mean guy, though.
Well, at least we were able to get the mean guy to go away.
Why? Maybe Jaws could have gotten your mean thing to go away.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. If it ever comes back, maybe we'll try it the next time. But that was intimidating.
Understandable. Plus, those ghosts were kind of nasty and didn't want them to come back.
Yeah, that too. I wonder if we would have lingered longer if more would have shown up.
Yeah. I mean, how fast can ghosts rise up after throwing their bodies in a chasm,
I don't know. Don't know if I've encountered that many ghosts. Obviously, don't remember.
Can't remember, yeah.
Can't remember anything.
Hold out a fist bump. No lost
Another one
memory.
fist bump back. Yeah. I mean, hey, at least in all this, we're all in this kind of together. The whole not
Yeah.
remembering thing.
Got each other's back.
If it was just one of us, but the rest of us knew who we were, that'd be so odd.
Isolating?
Yeah. Quite.
Well, just wanted to check. You seem pretty spooked, so...
Yeah. Fear can be both helpful and hurtful. Hoping this time it was helpful.
I bet it was. We're here, so...
We are here, yeah.
Okay. Any other conversations in the evening? Alrighty. So with that, everyone can put through a long rest on your sheets. When the morning comes, and I would imagine wanting to get a jump start at it. I mean, what time would you guys want to wake up? What times would you want to get going?
Crack of dawn.
6 a.m.
Who is it easier to wake up in the morning? Who's a morning person? Who feels like a morning person?
Devin.
He is a morning person, yeah.
Nyla, easily a morning person.
Calypso's definitely not a morning person.
Devin
Joss is
feels
not
like...
any time of day kind of person, but Dara sleeps easy as fuck, waking up at the single motion of someone else type of person.
Very light sleeper.
Yeah, Devin feels like that obnoxious person who has already gone out and done a run and got food for everybody, and people are just starting to wake up.
I'll join you on the jog. We'll go get cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. It's not me, but it's not Siwa, but that definitely feels like Devin.
Perfect. So, when you all are awake in the kitchen of this abode, Runa has set up ration packs for each of you to bring with. Not just water skins, but also some some wine to bring with, just to ease any nerves on the journey. She looks to you all and she says, "Sent a message out to my ally in the city. She's going to get word to Aldor. He'll be expecting you. So once you arrive, you can head straight to City Hall and just let the guards know that you are there to meet with Aldor. You can tell them that former Lieutenant Runa Ashbrand sends you."
Seems easy enough.
Great.
Thank you for
Thank
making
you.
introduction for us.
Of course, and it's truly, truly my pleasure. I wish there was more that I could do for you, honestly.
You've already done
I
so
mean,
much.
You did a lot.
Please know that you are welcome back in Don, if you need anything at all, don't hesitate to stop in. If I can help you, I will.
Thank you. And if you haven't, you should definitely try the cinnamon rolls at that stand down the street.
Oh, yes, of course. And she goes to behind the little kitchen island that she has, and she pulls out a small bundle that has 5 cinnamon rolls wrapped up, ready to go.
Thank you. That's like the ooh chibi face going. The Naruto looking at ramen face.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, do we have a map?
Yes,
Cool.
Yes, I believe she gave you a map of the region.
I have a map.
Nice, PJ.
Anything else that you guys wanted to do in town? Any last minute supplies that you feel like you want to try to get your hands on before we get to the travel?
I don't think so. I think I had gone through and DM'd you all the things that I wanted to buy last
Yes.
time. I got a 2-person tent. I got two 2-person tents. They're heavy, but I have them. Would somebody like to help me carry one?
I can help you carry one.
Okay, I will do -1 on here.
I'm adding a 2-person tent.
Sorry, someone has to sit down and do what? Just rotate around.
All right. Pop quiz. Does anyone remember how long it takes to get to Manaling? If not, I'm going to make up a number.
Let me see what my notes say.
What your post-it notes say?
My post-it notes. No, I don't have it written in my post-it notes.
I don't remember.
If it was said, it could have not been said.
Oh, who picked up the Phoenix totem?
That was Jaws.
Cool.
Yeah,
Just double checking. I just saw that on my notes and I went, huh, that's a thing.
I don't have it written down as anything though.
It's just, it's not really, it's a custom item.
Yeah,
So,
Throw it in the bottom of the...
yeah,
A
I'll
little-
make a custom and name it Phoenix Totem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Other possession. Oh, we got a map. We got a direction. We got a name drop. We got supplies. This is
Cinnamon
shit.
buns.
Cinnamon rolls to start the morning. What could possibly go wrong? And
Don't say that.
no
Don't say that.
annoying mayor.
to that
Why
effect,
did you say that?
That is absolutely something Devin would say, though.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Please.
to that effect, using the first D100 roll that Abby made.
Oh
the
shit.
other day.
Oh, Abby, so you're the one who might have fricked us over.
Poor dragons.
No, please not again.
We will do 4 days of travel. I have a trusty D100 travel complications table.
Oh, Manta.
Small, minor situations, and we'll see what we can get up to. What
Oh,
fun shit that we can do.
Shenanigans.
Some fun shit. I'm gonna change it to this little road scene.
Ooh.
But we're not really gonna be using it unless we really need to. It's just for the visual.
Oh, it's
Cool.
so pretty.
I like the little flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, let's switch to peaceful travel sound.
For now.
For now.
Yeah.
Hey, what if I rolled something good though?
Exactly.
What are the
It's
odds
not
of
that
that
bad.
though?
I
When
mean,
the table itself is called complications.
but complications can be big or small.
That's true. Complications can be big or small.
So,
So, as the troop is starting on the first day, using the map, whoever would like to lead the first charge, give me a survival check.
I can try. I'm not great at it, but I can sure try.
Yeah, I can give you help because
Sure.
I feel very at home with maps for some reason.
Cool. We'll have Jaws holding the map, Devin pointing at things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, This is how do you play elves? This is so annoying that you can change your proficiencies like every freaking.
Oh, are you an Eladrin?
No, I'm a something else.
Yeah, we don't get to know.
Let's see, because I can, knowing that we're going on a adventure, I can change the cartographer's tools. I don't know. Does that make you good
Hey,
at
that's
maps?
what I got.
Hey,
Hey yo.
You can
Oh.
make a map real good.
I can make one.
When we have the tools for it.
Let's do this. Cool. All right. That's wow. Real bad,
no.
even with advantage. That's a 7.
Oh, no.
Geez.
Oh
I
boy.
rolled a 2 and a 5.
So you get a little turned around. Maybe not
Distracted by the
familiar.
butterfly right here.
Yeah, distracted by the butterfly that's there. Not familiar with the area. Kind of, you feel familiar with maps, but this still feels fresh and new. So it makes the journey a little tougher to get started. It's not going to take you 4.5 days to get where you've got to go.
Scenic
just dragging
route.
out your time just a little bit. Yeah, sure. Scenic route. Along the path, as you guys are heading down this scenic route, there is just ahead of you an older sage-like man wearing a cloak. Hood is down. Human male, full gray beard, longer gray hair that's tied back into a ponytail. As you are walking down, sure, Gandalf vibes for sure. He doesn't have anything on him besides the cloak, or at least not seemingly. And he waves at you all as you walk down the path. And when you are close enough, he greets you all. Afternoon, travelers. I've hit a small bit of bad luck, and I was wondering if you might have any spare food or drink or gold.
Yo, if you haven't tried the cinnamon rolls from Vadan, here, try this. It'll cure you.
You pass on the half a cinnamon roll. Anything else? Drink or gold?
I'll give him my wine.
Okay. Anyone else for gold?
What gold?
I don't think I have anything.
No, we were given 25 each. Remember?
Yeah,
we
you
have
give
25
25 each.
Oh, I haven't added that. Perhaps I should do that.
Mm-hmm. I bought the tents and stuff, so I only have 10 left.
I'll give him 5.
Okay, cool. You give him the 5 gold, you give him a bottle of wine, and you give him half of a cinnamon roll.
What else do you need in life?
That's a pretty good day.
That's a pretty damn good day.
Money, desserts, and alcohol, baby!
He looks to you, Calypso,
Mhm.
and he says, "Do you have a favorite animal?"
Oh, I don't know. I guess I never thought about it really. I do love birds.
So he reaches into his cloak, like into the pocket, and he pulls out a golden egg.
Oh.
And he hands you the golden egg. Roll me a d4.
Does he have a golden goose behind him too?
Say this man pulls a bird out of his pocket. I'm gonna be like, "What are you doing, sir? You okay?"
I rolled a
He's
4.
What was that?
I rolled a 4.
And then he looks to you, Fida. And you gave him wine, and he reaches into his cloak, and he hands you a mug. And when you grab the mug and you look at it, it's empty. But when you kind of like hold it for a moment, it fills in with the very same wine that you just handed him.
Oh,
So you have an ever-flowing mug of wine.
They're gonna do something so stupid. I'm sorry. They're going to experiment, dump it out, and see if it refills.
And it does. It does indeed refill. And you do it like once or twice more,
Yeah.
and it happens. And he looks to you, Devin, Shovel, and he says, "With this food, I bless you and your party. In the name of the Far Wanderer." And then he disappears.
Okay.
It was Jesus. Oh my God! It was Jesus. He's gone.
He walked
gone.
away on water.
He's ascended. He's ascended. Oh my God! MU called it. Oh my God!
That
The-
took me out. I'm sorry.
It was Jesus.
The Far Wanderer, the god of well, actually, someone make me a religious check with that.
Oh my God.
Ooh, me. No, anybody.
Go for
Let's
it,
see.
please.
Anyone?
Anyone,
I have a plus
anyone
0.
hearing this
Fun,
out
don't let it
loud.
fucking go.
Ah, just kidding. It's a 9.
19.
I don't know anything.
Yeah. 14.
Oh, yeah, 16.
And Calypso, what you got? Are you rolling this?
Do I have good religion?
You can get
I
it
guess
on
I
it.
can roll it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I know.
19.
19. So, Fida, Jaws, and Calypso. The name sounds familiar. The Far Wanderer, otherwise known as Celestian, is the god of wanderers, the god of stars, the An at the end. An.
Okay.
Weston? What do you say?
Celestian. Yeah,
Celestian.
it's in the chat. With this blessing above table, your journey ahead of you, you will not be bothered during long rests.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
Someone still has to sleep outside.
You are divinely protected as you
Right.
traverse. And yes, Calypso, you have a 4 on that dice roll for the
Yeah.
golden egg. All right,
Mhm.
we'll see what happens. The rest of the day goes uneventful, and pretty well, actually. As we come to a close on the evening, again, opening up for any conversations for tonight. There is not a need for a perception roll because you have been blessed.
Power of the cinnamon roll.
The power of the cinnamon roll.
Hey, boss.
What's Maz doing here?
Surprise appearance by Maz.
Maz, get out of here.
I mean, they are a great old one, so.
That's true.
Father, Son, and the Holy Cinnamon Roll.
Yeah, Devin's gonna look at that cinnamon roll, or like the last one, because they went and bought some of their own. They're just gonna stare. She's just gonna stare at it and be like, "These are the best cinnamon rolls in existence. I'm calling it now." That Stan doesn't know it. but Devin is now a walking billboard for that.
Oh my god.
You
If you're
come
heading
back
down-
and it's got
if
world's
you're heading
greatest.
down towards Medan, you gotta check out blank
gotta
blank
check out.
cinnamon rolls.
Ah!
Anyway, after completing a long rest, getting to the second day of travel, I would like someone to lead the charge, and someone else to roll a D100. The D100 roll can't be Abby. So Abby already did.
I will go.
See, mine was
for
a
the
bad guy.
survival.
Ha ha ha.
So eager to prove
I'll do
yourself.
this. Listen, I'll do the survival check.
I can do
Give you
the.
advantage.
I'll do the D100.
I think I heard Rosie call out.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I was gonna do survival, but if you have a better one, please go for it.
What's your survival at?
+3.
Mine's +4.
Okay,
Plus
go for it.
6.
Rosie, you roll the D100.
I will beat that.
And then someone, I'm assuming, will help Nyla.
Yeah, I can help.
Oh, wow, that's a
We'll
really,
go with
really
the
good
survival check first.
That's a natural 20 for a 24.
Oh,
I rolled a 20 and a 19. It's pretty great.
okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
You quickly are able to get your bearings on where you are and where Devin managed to lose you guys.
Yeah, like I've been here before.
You know what? It's funny that you say that
Oh,
because
shit.
as you are surveying the area, there is a sense of familiarity to the grounds. Maybe in the past, you have traveled these roads. You're not entirely sure, but you feel comfortable in this area.
Got
You
this, guys.
are
Let's go.
you're back on track. You don't lose that half day anymore. You make up for the lost time.
Aha.
Now for that D100 roll.
Was a 51.
Yo.
50. Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
Rosie rolled
Oh,
a
no.
I roll a dragon.
See, it's not me. I didn't do it.
This is an interesting one. All right.
Help.
Okay. So, as you are all walking and heading down the correct path now, I'm actually going to need you guys to drop yourselves on the map.
Oh, no.
Devin's looking at the butterfly.
Peeta is nursing
then
a
I'm-
hangover.
Yeah, you guys would be. You could drop yourselves wherever. It doesn't necessarily matter as long as
which
you're on
way
the
are
path.
we going?
You're going to be going from left to right.
Oh, okay. Not quite at the butterflies yet.
Yeah.
But Nyla's like,
Nyla's
this way!
running
Yes,
ahead.
I can go back up.
Please be quiet.
That's
this
when you
morning.
All right.
Renting.
Perfect. Now, as you guys are walking, there is the smallest glint of a shimmer in the air, and when you walk past the shimmer, you keep going for a little bit longer. Nothing else happens. Nothing else kind of occurs, but I would like everyone to give me a perception check, please.
I can't just auto succeed with the 21 passive. It's fine. I rolled a nat 20 anyway.
Okay. That's a good point. I gotta remember that you have a 21 passive.
You know, right? Isn't it nice having really high ones? Still sometimes have to activate, though.
I'm you this time, Siwa.
Mhm. I got a beautiful 9. Bet.
Okay.
Evan's looking at the butterfly.
Just so you know
Devin's
what
a
you
kid.
I swear I saw that one yesterday.
Do we have a kitty leash for Devin?
got. Calypso, what you got for? Oh, 7? Okay. Perfect.
7.
Yeah, Devin and Calypso are busy looking at.
Turn into a
butterflies.
butterfly.
after the shimmer, the sound of the rain became a little bit more muffled, echoed, and it confuses you for a moment. And just as you are starting to call that out and point that out, the illusion drops, and you find out, I don't have a map for this, but you find out that you are actually in a cave.
Oh.
Oh, Lanta.
And you can see the entrance, so you're not terribly far into the cave. But as you guys go to turn and walk out, there is a small little pixie, little fae, that kind of snickers and sneers and laughs at having thrown you all off of the trail a little bit. And when you guys turn around and when you see the fae little pixie says, "Now I hope that's the actual right way and not just another illusion."
Why are we in a cave now? Is this on the map?
I don't know how we got here. I was walking on a path.
I was like, I rolled a nat freaking 20.
Right? I knew exactly where I was going.
I mean, it's a pretty neat trick, I won't lie. Did you do this? Shovel asked the pixie.
I did. Sometimes it's fun to bother some travelers that walk by. And sometimes I get things out of it.
Well,
What are you willing to give me for you to find the right way out?
give
Are
you
there
a
any
knuckle sandwich.
animals in this cave?
There are, at the moment, no animals in the cave. No little critters.
Okay.
The butterfly that was there is just an illusion.
It's
Oh,
the
except
real?
for the bugs that's always following Jaws.
Yeah, besides the moths and bugs around John.
You know, it's not really that nice to trick people like this. I mean, the trick is cool, but we got somewhere to be. That's not cool.
Well, what are you willing to give me?
I don't want to
The
give
sooner
you
you hand me
anything.
something,
We got
then I
nothing.
get you in here.
We're broke.
I could teach you a card trick. That way you get something new that is fun, that isn't so bothersome to people.
I like that. Give me a performance check. And what kind of a trick are you doing? You don't got to go into super detail, but what are you doing?
I think they're going to take the deck of cards that they got, flourish it a little bit, and almost do a "is this your card" sort of trick, but with a little bit of a twist, where instead of like them showing off the card or like pulling it from behind an ear, they will show the top card of the deck, tap it, and then it'll change to the card that the pixie had selected.
Give me a performance check.
Please be good. Oh, that's 20!
Yes, let's go.
Yes! They can fight and play cards, and that is it.
I like it.
Roll me a D100, please.
Oh no.
This is a good thing. You
32.
32. Okay. You complete the trick, and the trick goes off perfectly. Again, it feels so familiar to you. It feels natural. It feels like you could do this trick with your eyes closed. And when it is completed, when it's done, you kind of give like a little flourish, right? To finish off the trick, and the pixie claps her hands after watching this intensely and says, "That was a really good trick. That was really fantastic. I have cards of my own, but they're not like those cards. Would you be willing to trade?"
This deck for that deck?
Yes.
Sure, can I see?
She flies off for a second, and then when she comes back, she holds a rich purple pouch. And then when she opens up the pouch and holds it out, there is a stack of tarot cards.
I don't, without even meaning to, I think there is sort of an electricity that goes through Fida at seeing a deck of tarot cards. Not a bad feeling, but just this inadvertent excitement. And they immediately hold out their deck of cards to trade.
Is the deck of cards the same?
So Pixie grabs your deck of cards, then hands over the tarot cards to you.
Is the deck of cards like the size of a mattress for the pixie?
Yeah, for sure. This is hands over the tarot cards and says, "Okay." And then she snaps her fingers, and the entrance that you thought you saw disappears, and a new entrance opens up. She says, "There you are. You're free to go."
Thank you. And now you know a new trick that does not turn people around so badly.
Mm-hmm.
Tricks for fun, not for messing with people.
Agree to disagree.
Very well. Thank you for the trade.
Perfect. Back out on the road. Finishing out this the second day of travel. Again, feeling comfortable with the way things are going. Fida, do you take the time to attune to this tarot deck?
Is it the size of a thumbnail?
It is not.
Itty bitty, they're like chiclets.
It's a thimble size.
Thimble size.
It is a normal tarot deck. It's a strong ass pixie.
Buff pixie.
Moving around a massive sheet of cardboard for each tarot card.
Here's 1, 2.
So, in the evening, when you are taking a look at the tarot deck, maybe as you guys are having dinner or just settling for the night, you feel there is a really strong connection for you with this deck.
Mm-hmm.
Do
you pull a card?
I imagine if Devin is like the cartoon like character who's like you know, like flitting around behind somebody, like nervously, like looking at what they have. You know what I'm talking about? Like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like,
I think they're gonna sit with it for a while, shuffling it, doing their little flourishes. Like it comes very naturally to them to do these little small like flips and tricks and things with the cards. I think once it feels right, once it feels like it's theirs, they are going to draw a card.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you have tarot on hand.
Em was kind enough.
Yeah, I know. Em was kind enough to drop a link for one as well. But if you have one on hand, feel free to pull one.
Actually, pulled that back a while ago. I pulled the 5 of coins.
Did you pull it reverse or no?
Oh, pentacles.
Yeah, reversed or standard?
Reversed.
Ooh.
All right, reverse. So, you feel deeply connected to the reverse pentacles. You gain advantage on stealth checks by blending into the environment. And something else happens on your next day of journey. Next day of walking.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's say the advantage. Well, you don't have disadvantage.
Right, so, in fact, we can actually resolve this right now. Roll me another D100.
I'm scared.
Nerd.
That is a... What are you? Hold on. That is a 10.
Ooh.
A 10. My sheet would load up. As you're sitting around the campfire, because the wording on this is in your immediate surroundings, as you're sitting around the campfire, a small pebble catches your eye You don't know why, but it feels special, important. You walk over and you pick it up. This is the heaviest fucking pebble you have ever grabbed. This pebble weighs 20 pounds.
Goodness.
Oh.
You're free to take it if you want, but you will have a 20-pound pebble.
What does it look like?
It looks just like a small,
like it's not like a gemstone pebble.
not a
It's like a
gemstone.
shale.
just looks like a piece of a rock. Nothing too fancy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this weird ass pebble.
All right, you now have a tiny pebble that
That weighs
inexplicably weighs 20 pounds.
Amazing.
Imagine you're just walking behind someone and you slip it in like the hood of their hoodie and they just
Yeah. So I have a 20-pound pebble and an endless mug of wine and a tarot deck. This is an amazing inventory so far.
Fantastic.
All right. On to the third day of travel. Once again, if someone can give me a survival check, and if someone else can give me a D100. First off, who's doing the survival check?
I can
I'll
roll
do the survival check.
Em called it out first, and so we'll have Jaws do it, and then Calypso can help out. Who would like to roll the D100?
I can do it.
All right. Let's go survival check first.
Yeah, that's 18 plus 6 for 24.
Good
Sure,
lord.
you managed to keep everything on track. At this rate, you will make it to Manaling by the next evening.
Ooh.
Perfect. And then what was that D100?
40.
40.
Don't say it like that.
As you are leading the charge, Jaws and Calypso, you round the corner of a small mountain, going down a valley, and when you start going down the valley, you see this bright light that is emanating from further down the path, and as you guys get closer, there is a steady stream of lava that blocks your path.
Good lord.
The lava is about like maybe 15-20 feet wide.
Jeez.
What would you like to do? You could backtrack, but backtracking might lose you a lot of the progress that you're able to make
Does
on
it
time.
have a source?
It is coming out of one side of the valley, like and it's coming out from like one side of this valley that you're in and flowing out towards the other. Right now, I'll say that you guys are maybe 20-30 feet away from the edge of it.
And it's 15 feet wide?
Yeah, 15-20 feet wide.
Oh,
Is
Little
it 15
too far
or
to-
20?
Okay.
Because I can jump 18.
That's for
Am I
20.
strong enough to carry everyone on this team? Like, not obviously not all at once, but like
I mean, what's your strength?
my strength
It's 0.
Well.
Noodle arms.
+1. Yeah, I got +4, but...
Your strength sucks.
Yeah, you're definitely not strong enough. I mean, if you were to wild shape into something that could make the leap. Something
Oh,
that's
yeah.
stronger.
Well, no, because I was gonna say I could straight up just like
Fly.
Fly.
sprout wings
Oh,
and fly
fly,
over.
Yeah, no, not with the strength of 10.
Well, we could... I specifically bought, because it has served me in every campaign well, I specifically bought a rope with a grapple hook.
Okay.
Calypso could fly it across and we could like at least like secure it, so maybe we could get like advantage on a check to get across or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because Devin can get across in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, we'll split the difference and say this is 17 feet wide.
Dang it.
You could
So
So
cool.
manifest my
You
echo
could
and then swap places.
run, jump 5 feet, summon your echo, and then switch.
Yeah, then go.
Boom.
That's a hell of a risk.
That is a hell of a risk.
Well,
So
then just
Calypso,
hold on to the rope. 5 feet. You're not gonna drop when you hold on for 5 feet for 2 seconds, and then you're 5 feet closer, and then you can summon your echo and swap.
There we go.
Leaves 2 people.
Calypso, are you gonna fly the grappling hook across the lava?
Yeah, so I'll hold on, can I?
I'm guessing there's trees or something.
How do I know what
50 feet.
level my wild
Sure.
shape is?
You're
It's
half your druid
it-
level.
Oh, okay, never mind.
yeah, it'll be
1
where's your
right now.
Wait, so
Yeah.
I can't wild shape into a flying creature, right?
no, you
Not
cannot,
yet.
not yet.
No.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
6
Just
or
wondering.
8
Okay,
or
then I guess
8.
I'll use my radiant soul and sprout wings.
Okay, so you take the grappling hook and you fly across. Make me a nature check.
Oh, okay. Okay, that is a 15.
Okay, 15. Well over what you need. As you fly across, the first thing that you notice, and you try to be careful, right? Because it's lava, you don't want to get burned.
Yeah.
You fly over. There's no heat coming off of this lava.
Oh. Is
But-
it that damn pixie again?
Regardless, you make it to the other side. You have the grappling hook with the rope.
Actually, can I? So there's no heat. So I'm gonna tie the grappling hook, but then can I fly like closer to the lava?
Sure, yeah. You take a moment to tie up the tree. Not difficult to do, especially with the grappling hook to help anchor you down. And you fly closer to the lava.
Any heat at all?
Nope. How close are you getting?
Right on it, right up on it.
You get right up on it. Your hand is just hovering over it, and there's no heat.
Okay, I'm gonna touch it.
You touch it, and your hand passes through the lava. It's not real.
Okay, well I'm gonna fly back up and tell everyone that.
Okay. Seems to be, according to the wording on this, a silly prank by a wizard.
Why do we keep getting pranked?
You're on.
We just want to get to this place. Come on.
Where is the wizard
road.
Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah.
You got punked. You finish out the day's journey.
Wait. Does Calypso tell us it's not real?
Yeah.
We saw
Okay.
her touch lava.
Devin is gonna start walking into it until they're like halfway up and be like, "Look, I'm fireproof."
Oh, jeez.
You may have an inspiration for that. Very
No, nobody. I mean, it's cool. I'm standing in lava, guys. Okay.
Not real.
I thought you looked pretty cool.
Oh, thanks, Vita.
All right. So, continuing out your journey, resting for the evening. At the top of the next day, one more survival check to finish out our journey. If Calypso wanted to do that, did you want to do it yesterday?
I'll help.
Someone give advantage, and then someone else roll me a D100.
I can do that.
I got a 19.
Very
Nice.
nice.
That's new.
7.
I was gonna say that is the Siwa way.
Did you say 7?
007. It's 7, right?
Woo!
Yep.
Yeah.
007? That's a
Yeah,
7?
that's-
Yeah,
Oh, then
seven.
I rolled a 4.
Oh,
no.
Well,
I thought
That's
that
all
meant
right.
You rolled a
40.
40.
No.
So 40 would be
And a 4?
40 would be 40.
40
Yeah.
would be 40 on the percentile and a 0 on the D10. Right?
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. We'll pass through it.
Oh,
We'll use this chart again for sure because there's a lot of really dumb
what
shit
was a
on this.
4? What would a 4 be?
A 4 would have
0,
been
Double 0 and a 4.
a 4 would have been a lost child wanders the road heading back the way you came. It's too late in the day to get back to the town before nightfall, and you need to be in the next city over.
Oh gosh,
so,
I'm glad we got
yeah.
lava.
I don't want to deal with a child.
Yeah.
I am a
Honestly,
child.
second prank feels like on brand, so.
Yeah.
Now,
we already
let's
have
see.
Devin.
As you are walking the path, a beautiful white stag crosses the road. It is, well, first off, give me a nature check. Nature or survival, from anyone who would like to.
Anyone?
Anyone who wants to get in. Nature or survival.
Oh my gosh.
Survival.
I have a
25.
+3 to survival. I can do that.
So, yeah, anyone can get on that.
Oh,
Oh,
are you sure it's not a 40?
No, it's definitely
Okay.
a 4.
So for the nat 20, the 19, and the 25,
Oh, pretty.
yeah, otherwise it's just a really pretty stag for everyone else. You see this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful creature, and you recognize that killing this stag would be worth a shit ton of money for certain parts, like the pelt, the antlers, maybe some alchemical ingredients. So do with that what you will.
Can I try petting the stag?
Make an animal handling check.
Yeah, I'm good at
Aren't
that.
you poisonous?
Not to the
not
wait.
my skin.
Can I cast? I'm gonna cast speak with animals.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast speak with animals too, as I rolled a 17 for a 23 in animal handling.
Okay. All right. We'll do
I
the
rolled a 19.
Okay. All right. So, the animal handling check as you approach the stag, you walk up to it, and it bows its head to you, and you're able to pet it comfortably. And then Calypso, you're casting Speak with Animals.
Yeah.
I am
You-
too.
Oh, you are as well? Okay, so perfect.
Yes.
Both of you walk up, and the stag looks to you both. These really, like, pure, like, crystal blue eyes, and this, like, really gorgeous antlers. Huge. Looks to you both and says, "Weary travelers, welcome. It's not often that I find such kindness on the road.
You look very out of place.
I like to
What are you doing here?
just enjoying a day out, a walk, just a stroll. This rain is soothing. It's nice and cool. Where are you all heading?"
Where the fuck are we heading? Wait.
Yeah,
Never
I was
mind.
gonna say,
Manaling.
What's the name of the place again?
You're heading to Manaling.
Manaling.
So are you telling that to the stag?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the large town, the large place with a lot of humanoids. That is not too far. Another few hours in that direction, points his head to the east. Was there anything I can do for you, or can I go back to frolicking?
You haven't noticed any strange happenings in the area lately, have you? There was some fake lava the other day and a pixie the day before that. A few days ago, we all climbed out of a grave. It's all very weird.
I would say this, when the rain started a few days ago, there has been sort of a weird stillness to the air. I know some of the other creatures in the forest are moving in unusual patterns that they usually don't.
And it started with the rain.
It did.
Okay. Go back to your...
Yes, please
frolicking.
continue on with your day. Thank you for talking with us.
bows his head and takes off and just has a little jaunt into the trees. Disappears, leaving you all to continue and finish out your journey. We're going to take a quick 5-minute bio break just before we get to the city. We'll have another break a little bit later. Just need a quick 5 minutes.
Hear me?
Perfect. Be right back. You make it to the city of Manaling, and it is massive. As you guys get closer, like in those last hour or two of travel, you start passing by other caravans that are coming in and out, other travelers that are coming to and fro, taking some of the main roads and heading in the direction that you guys just came from. The walls of Manaling are huge. This is a giant circular wall with the entire city on the inside of it. There are buildings everywhere for critical role equivalent, size of a mon status. So huge and easy enough to get into the walls. It's not like they're being guarded. A lot of caravans coming in and out, a lot of travelers coming in and out. Once you are in the streets of Manaling, it's not hard to tell which building is the city hall. It's huge. It's towards the northern end of the city. There's a winding path that goes towards the main entrance to it, but even like the sides of the building are closer to the streets. Just it's fucking huge. And there's a lot of like politicians that come in and out, noblemen that come in and out, traders and kids running around, and just like stalls and vendors set up. It's bustling and alive. Who feels comfortable in a city like this? Who feels like maybe like instinctually like, holy shit, I should be here?
I think Vita does. At least the crowd part of it.
Kind of halves and halves. It's definitely a surprise seeing like this many people, I think, for Devin, but not like overly freaky.
Yeah, definitely not. Joss. She has pulled up her hood as they walk into town.
Yeah, so same thing. You'd be coming in from the left, going to the right. I don't know if Justina's back yet.
Oh yeah, I am. Calypso's kind of like neutral about it.
Okay.
Feels neutral about it.
How about Nyla?
Also fairly neutral.
As you make your way through the city, there is a statue in sort of the town square that overlooks a lot of things. It's not huge, but it's a pretty decent size. The statue is of 6 individuals, each in various poses, combat poses. There is a 2 humans. One of the humans looks slightly younger than the other, male, holding 2 daggers. The other human male is holding a lute in his hands. There is an Asimar female, holding a shield and a warhammer. There is an elf with like bandages around her hands in fighter's pose. There's another elf that is holding a book open, and then there is a third. There is a tiefling that is holding this great big staff. At the base of this statue reads, "The Scions of Fate, Defenders of Aven, Champions of the Elder War." And then beneath that, there is a list of each of their names. The names are, for the younger human male, well, they're not in any particular order, they just have the names listed out. So, Ali Spout, Fletcher Fieldwright, Astrid Torvik, Finley Kenzen, Nico, and Incaria Nudane.
And you said that these aren't linked to any particular entity on the statue? We don't know which name
No,
is which?
they're just at the very bottom of the plaque to list out their names. It has their title in bigger letters, and then the names are listed in smaller print below it.
What was the title of like the title was Scions of Fate or whatever?
Yeah. The title of the group as a whole.
The ASMR was female with a shield and what?
And a warhammer.
And then you said the one elf was female with bandages on hands. What was the other one?
The other one was holding a book open. And like holding a book open and like with her hand out, if you can see that.
Also female?
Also female.
What was the gender of the tiefling?
Tiefling was female. So we've got female ASMR. All female except for the two humans.
Okay.
2 humans are male. Better way to put it.
The name Fletcher Fieldwright is tickling something in Fida's brain. Is there any sort of roll I can get to see if this jogs a memory?
Make a history check.
Evan also feels a tickle at Incaria.
Oh,
That's another
yeah.
nat 20.
Oh, my God.
You got that 20?
Yeah, this is a new die. I am loving this die.
Don't DM with it, please.
No promises.
Alright, so we got a nat 20.
Ay.
Plus
Wait,
nothing.
I also have a familiar name.
11.
What are we rolling for name familiarity?
History.
History.
Yes, if you see a name that's on here that you found is familiar. It should be everyone except for Justina.
Gosh, dang, Justina's special.
For reasons.
You special.
And then Fida got a nat 20.
Frickin' A.
So, nat 20 Fida. I'm going to move you to Whispers.
I'm scared. Remember
I will-
me.
No.
Remember you. What's your name again?
All right. I'm going to move. I'm moving you.
Okay.
I completely forgot that we got those names.
Yeah, me too. But then once both of you were like, a name, I was like, oh shit,
I
that's
was
right.
waiting.
The name, that tickles. And I was like, wait. That does
Oh, yeah.
tickle.
Yeah, I had to go back to my pinned messages. I was like, wait
Yeah.
a second.
I had to dig my sticky note out of the trash because I threw it away.
Yeah, I just pinned the DM from Ryan.
See, now I recognize names, but I'm like, I don't know if it's because
You know the campaign and
I'm like,
Yeah.
does my character know this? I don't know.
Yeah, you have world familiarity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You die.
Welcome back, indeed. No one's
I'm dead, yes.
yet.
We have forgotten who Fida is. Who are you, stranger?
Ah! I don't know.
We all have amnesia again.
Fuck.
Everyone else, unfortunately, you know the names. You know that you know this name. This name is as clear to you as your own name and the fact that you were gifted to yourselves, or that were gifted to you. But you can't place it. You're not sure where you know this name from. Anything you want to talk about, anything you want to do, or be ready to move towards City Hall? You approach the winding road. There are two guards. There are a few guards, but there are two guards that are right at the entrance of it. There are people coming in and out. Like I said, politicians, noblemen, other citizens coming in and out. And the guards are like helping with directions and pointing people in the right way. Seeing a group of 5 strangers, 5 individuals, approach. One of the guards doesn't stop you, but just sort of points out and says, "Anything I can help you guys out with today?"
We're supposed to be looking for somebody, I think. Wait, guys.
Above table, I've
Yeah.
forgotten this person's name.
Oh,
Aldor.
Aldor. Yeah.
We were sent to talk to Aldor by former Lieutenant Runa Ashberg.
Oh, that's not a problem. You're going to want to head straight in through the main hall. There is a sort of like a check-in area. You just let them know, and then they'll get you situated and connect with Councilman Aldor. The group heads towards City Hall, and as you're walking the path getting to the building, Calypso,
Yeah.
you feel in your bag something starts like moving around.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Origin story.
Do you investigate it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You open your bag, and there are pieces of eggshell, golden eggshell, like in the bag. And there is a small 1-foot bird. What does your new familiar look like?
Oh my
OMG.
god.
OMG.
Wait, what did you ask?
What kind of a bird?
Okay.
Small 1-foot bird. What kind of a bird is it? You can go into details later, but just like what kind of a bird are we?
A 1-foot bird? That's amazing.
The bird is 1 foot in size, or it has 1 foot?
It's
No.
Yeah, like
Sorry. It's 1 foot in size.
Okay, thank you.
It's 1 foot in
I
size.
thought you meant it only had 1 foot, and I was like,
No.
what?
See,
No,
me and
no.
Justina, we're on the same wavelength.
It's the bird from
I was so confused.
Spirited Away. 1-footed bird.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what kind of a bird is it?
I don't know.
If you need time to figure that out,
I
that's
need
fine.
time.
That's fine. That's fine. You have a little bird, and
Yay.
as you open the pack up and as it looks up at you, it just kind of like turns its head to the side and like it's just examining you. And then the bird hops up and just like lands on your shoulder. And it's just
and I'm like frozen with just amazing. Like, I'm just so excited.
now here's the kicker. If this bird dies, you can't get it back.
What?
Oh no.
You don't have
Gifted
find familiar. If you have
Oh, well, okay.
yeah, if you get the find familiar spell somehow, you are welcome to get the bird back. But it's around for a little bit until
Okay.
I nuke the bird.
Nuke the bird!
Burb!
Well, I'm just not gonna have my bird fight with me until I get the Find Familiar spell.
Good luck. All right, but anyway.
Why do you want to kill my tiny bird?
It ain't tiny. That's a
That's-
1-foot bird. That's big.
Yeah, a foot. That's pretty big.
That's a
Okay,
big
well-
bird.
Yeah, exactly. Familiars suck in combat anyway.
Yeah.
Not for a long time, but a good time. Thank you, Taz.
Thank you, Taz. That was hilarious. So you make your way into the city hall building, and as you step inside the area, you meet a receptionist. You tell them the same thing, that you're here to meet with Aldor, and here to have a conversation under the word of former Lieutenant Ashbrand. You're taken to an area to sit and to wait. Eventually, a human gentleman walks out wearing really fine clothing, this long brown jacket that almost goes down to past his knees. He walks up to you guys. He's wearing he's holding a stack of papers in his hands, and he says, "You're the lot from Vadan, right? From Miss Ashbrand?"
Yeah. That place with the really good cinnamon rolls.
Put the shovel.
My name is Velisara Thornweave. I am a councilman with Aldor. I'm here to bring you back to come talk with you.
Thanks.
So he leads you down towards the councilman's chambers. Get to the next map.
Ooh.
Oh.
I see the ink blot.
Ooh.
Stepping into the chambers, it is quite a large space here. You can hear the echoes of all of your footsteps as you approach. Balasar leads you in, and from up these steps, you see sitting behind this desk is a Goliath gentleman, tall, just, well, you can't even tell how tall he is, but from sitting down, he looks fucking tall. Older, wrinkles on his skin, wearing really, really beautiful clothes, really fine clothes. He has a soft smile on his face as you all approach. Balasar says, "Aldor, the adventuring party from Vadan that Miss Ashbrand informed us about is here." Aldor standing at close to 7 feet tall, maybe 6'10", 6'11". He walks around the corner of the desk, and he holds his hands out, and he says, "Welcome to Manaling. My name is Councilman Aldor. I run things around here. From what I understand, there's quite a predicament that you've each have found yourselves in. Is that correct?"
We crawl out of holes.
It is long and short of it.
That's an interesting way to put that. Well, come in and get settled, get relaxed. We're waiting on one more person, and as he says this, the to the space opens, and kind of hurriedly walking in is a tiefling with purple skin, long horns with white tips, wearing glasses and holding a stack of books.
Mom?
I was like, Shovel's gonna lean up. Hey, look, you feet up.
They do.
She opens the door and she chimes in. She says, sorry, I got caught up. Hello? And steps inside, and Aldor says, welcome. Come on in, Kari. So this person who Aldor refers to as Kari walks in and steps in and looks at the 5 of you.
Do they look like the person in the statue?
They do. They look older a bit, but they do. And it's immediately recognizable to you all, having just seen the statue outside. Aldor says, this here is Incaria Nudame, one of the Scions of Fate, who's here in the city helping out, establishing some of the archives here. Thought that she would be of some help with information gathering, or
Aven is
maybe answering some of your questions. Yeah, go ahead. What's going on through Devin's head?
They're staring like a kid at a grocery store that doesn't know that staring is bad yet.
Yeah, and Kari is doing that thing like where like she recognizes that someone's staring at her and just like kind of like looking back and forth. Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, I don't know if you've introduced yourselves yet. As he said, I'm Incaria, but please, you may call me Kari. Aldor says, they have not introduced themselves yet. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking to today?
I'm well, you can call me Shovel, but my name is Devin. I think that's kind of part of the whole trouble names.
Mm-hmm.
I'll step up and I'll go, nice to meet you. I'm Calypso.
I am Fidenthal. You can call me Fida.
Zaps, I think you have to say the next thing.
I'm Nyla.
If you are talking like that, Kari's gonna insight check. I mean, immediately picking up on uncomfortable vibes from 2 people in this group. That would be Jaws and Nyla. So just as a sort of vibe check from Kari, with a nat 20 for 22.
Hot
For
table.
Nyla or for both?
Just a general vibe for the both of you. If you want to roll either deception or persuasion to give yourself a bit of a basis.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
what's
can
the
do
vibe?
it.
How you feeling?
Jaws is uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah.
They have their hood up, they have their scarf up to cover half their face. They don't want to be in here, but they're in here because they've been told that they should.
Okay. How about Nyla?
Nyla is uncomfortable, but she's unsure why. But she's just like a little put off.
Sure. Kari takes in the vibe check of you two and looks between Aldor and Velisara and says to Velisara, well, thank you, Vel. If you wouldn't mind, I think this is less ears on this, the more comfortable we can make our guests. And Velisara looks a little offended, but regardless nods and looks to the 5 of you and bows his head and says, should you need anything, please do not hesitate to come find me and ask. And Velisara steps out. I'm just going to move him off the side.
Fida will return the small bow.
Kari gives space, stepping out to the side, and says, so, you seem to have I have lost your memories? Is that my understanding? Runa was a little limited in her message.
Yeah, we literally came out of holes in the ground and didn't even know our names.
We know them now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Jaws doesn't know their name. Because Devin believes them.
Yeah,
Kari,
Nyla knows
Yeah.
that's a lie.
Nyla's the only one who doesn't know, who
mhm.
saw through that lie, I think.
Yeah, she'll just glance at Jaws, but not say anything because that's not her place.
Kari looks to all of you. Aldor staying up at the top, but just giving space and kind of letting Kari take the lead on this. She says, "Well, there have been some strange happenings. If I can garner a guess, I'd say you each woke up 5 days ago, 5 or 6 days ago."
Yeah, how'd you
Sounds
know?
about right.
She looks up to Aldor. Aldor nods and says, "We're getting reports from some of the towns of certain changings in the air. There have been reports of undead rising in small bursts.
I chopped one's head off with a shovel.
Then that answers the question why your nickname is Shovel.
I was pretty good with it.
Good nickname.
Kari says, "All right, well, I can assure you that here in this town, or at least here in this room, you are amongst two individuals who simply want to help.
Inside.
No
check.
judgment. Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to get in on that?
Yep.
Yup.
Good at this.
Mhm.
What was it?
Nope.
An insight check if anyone doesn't
Yeah.
trust Kari.
All these things I have no modifiers on. Give me the physical labor. That's not what I rolled. Thank you.
0.
Give me the
Rolled an
physical
8.
labor. And the whacking things.
We got a 16, 13. Calypso, what you get?
8.
An 8? Okay.
Yeah.
She seems to be telling the truth. She seems to be forthright. There is a softness to her tone. She's talking from a place of experience, from a place of care. To the best of her word, she is telling the truth.
Since Devin rolled a 9, has no reason not to believe her. She'll go a little closer and kind of like look at her and be like, well, if you say we're friends, when I woke up, I didn't even know my name, but I knew yours.
Kari looks you over. Says, "Really? Huh. Wait a minute."
Mom. Just kidding.
Oh my god.
I seem to recall there was a kid with some traders in Arlonia. Man, that was just before the attack. So you came out of a grave. Are you speaking about the grave near Verdun, the memorial site?
It was a little further away from Vidon, but I think that's what Willow said. Shovel will look back at everybody else to confirm.
Yeah.
It had the number on it, I think, of the fight. The grave said Marak 1387.
Yes, that's when the fight happened. I believe I do remember you, but you haven't aged a day.
Devin kind of freezes for a second and like looks down at their hands, and Willow said that was like 32 years ago though. I mean, maybe I'm 32. Do I look 32?
just said you look like you haven't aged a day.
Oh. They're like she's touching her face a little bit. Well, that's not normal either. Oh gosh. Maybe we are zombies.
And we seem smarter than the ones that you decapitated.
That's true.
Okay. And she just she rubs her forehead for a second and thinks. You woke up, you had no memory of anything, you remembered my name. Did you have anything on you? Was there anything else that anyone else remembered?
I had this. Devin is fully trusting this person. Just whips out the blade of the obsidian dagger.
Oh God!
Yeah, did we ever fix that?
You never
the other
fixed
half.
it. Yeah.
Okay, I do
You still
have
have the two halves, yeah.
And then, like, as she's going out, she goes, they said this was bad. I don't think I'm bad, but it was in my pocket.
Kari sees the dagger, the tip, the blade of it. And she like an expression flashes over her face. But she quickly composes herself.
What was the expression?
Insight check? Go ahead. Make an insight check if you'd like.
It's really fun playing a character that's so trusting.
9. There's nothing in my eye.
15.
11.
With a 26.
Never mind.
You get that there's a slight look of recognition, but you don't know what it means. But she looks at this item and she says, "May I see that?"
Sure. Yeah.
She takes it and she looks over and she looks up at Aldor and she just kind of holds it up. And Aldor also gets that same look of recognition. And she thinks for a moment. Okay. Did you have anything else on you?
No, I stole Willow's shovel, but I gave that back.
How about the rest of you? Anything?
I remembered name Fletcher Fieldwright, and I had this in my pocket. And Ida will show the coin.
And there's just a like she does that fucking meme where they like blink and looks confused.
The guy?
Yeah, the guy.
We also, or at least, I mean, I don't want to speak for everyone. We have these markings on us.
Oh yeah.
They'll show the scar tattoo thing.
It hurt earlier.
It did a couple days ago.
Burn like fire.
She examines the look and she looks up at the rest of you to see if anyone else has anything or remembered anything, like had anything on them or remembered anything else.
Since Devin gave the blade, Nyla will give the handle. She's not going to say anything.
You hand the handle over?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. She takes the handle and she takes the blade and she holds them together and sees that they're one completed set.
It's a cool dagger.
You remembered my name and you remembered Fletcher's.
I think I also remember what he looks like. I think I saw him once.
Joss holds up the broken holy symbol.
Okay. You hold up the broken holy symbol. Calypso.
Mm-hmm.
Make a history or religion check.
That is a 16.
16. You see the broken symbol in Jaws' hand.
Mm-hmm.
And you get like a lump that forms in your throat. Like that feeling that you get when you're right about to cry.
Mm-hmm.
What is it with you and crying at religious symbols?
Huh?
You cried at the statue last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like almost like it's like my body controlling me. I'm gonna like move over and like kind of just like hold out my hand towards him and be like, "Where did you get that?"
You've seen it once before. I haven't. I woke up with it.
And then I kind of like shake my head like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. It seems almost, I don't know, like familiar to me maybe."
It belongs to. Well, it supposed to represent Artemis, that statue we went to back in Verdun.
Huh. I felt something at that statue too. I don't know. I don't know anything else though. Just the feeling.
Well, I just know that I woke up with it.
Okay.
And a name, and she'll look to Incaria. Findley.
There's such like a flabbergasted look that comes onto Kari's face, and she like rubs her temple. Okay. Anyway, okay. let's break this down a little bit.
Yeah.
You woke up in a graveyard that was meant for victims of the attack on Manaling. I know we've met, points to you, Devin, but you haven't aged at all since the last time that I saw you. You have items from the Red Hand. Do you know who they are?
Bad people.
Okay, so you are familiar with them at least. We can skip that part of the lore recap. And you remember the names of me and my friends.
Here's that way.
Kari is gonna examine the blade, not the handle. She'll hand the hilt back to you, Nyla. And she'll take the blade and she'll say, even if it's broken, it should be able to. And she pricks her index finger with the blade. And as she pulls the blade back, like away from the finger, there is the faintest rose gold thread that goes from the wound on the finger to the tip of the blade. Okay. Still works. And she shakes the blade out. And it goes away, like as she like takes a moment to take care of the small little poke. And she walks up to you, Devin, and holds her hand out for yours. May I check something? It'll be a small poke.
Sure. Gives her hand over.
She holds your hand and she does the same thing with the tip of the blade. She pokes it into your index finger. And when she pulls the blade back, there is no thread.
Is it supposed to match the one you had?
She's quiet for a moment as she's thinking through some things. I have to look into this. But these blades were created by the Red Hand. They were using... Okay. If you know about the Red Hand, I'm assuming that you've also been told about Aventar, correct?
Yeah, the god of souls. Just flipping through my notes real quick.
His tomb, just the pure energy of it, manipulated the stone around it where it was buried. The Red Hand used this stone to create these, and she holds up the bag. These blades act as siphons. They take people's souls and they feed it to Aventar. That's how he was able to get out.
Wait.
I have my soul. You don't.
What?
Huh?
Where'd it go?
May I check the rest of you to be sure?
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe we really are zombies. We're soulless.
Anyone who isn't gonna let her check?
Can she make a persuasion check?
Sure she can. Absolutely.
Shovel's like
Persuasion check.
holding their hand, looking at their pricked finger, and with like the disbelief look.
Oh.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, right.
Joss is gonna let her check, but she's gonna make sure to have bugs swarming most of her hand, just to
Sure.
be sure.
Sure. And she takes the time and she checks each and every single one of you, and the same thing. No thread comes out.
Hmm.
We're a zombie family.
No, you're not zombies. You're
Soulless.
yes.
I don't know which sounds worse.
These markings on your arms. Did you wake up with them? Did they appear afterwards?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
When we crawled out of the ground, they were there. And someone talked in our head.
Aldor steps down, still giving space, letting Kari take the lead on this. And Kari is like, she's being careful with like handling each of your hands. Like she's being gentle. She's trying not to cause any pain with poking of the fingers. But she is in full on archivist mode. Just like she is going through her mind castle right now of all of the information that she has in her head, because above all, Kari is a librarian.
It's
And-
Ayan, grown up.
And in another world.
Yes.
Parallel universe.
And as she is as she's examining you all, she says, okay, people who survived the attack on Manaling, they were soulless. If they were injured by this dagger, but they didn't die from the wound itself, they had no soul. They were alive, but not alive. They were depressed. They had no energy. They couldn't move. But you all look pretty energetic to me.
I feel energetic.
Those who died,
Shadowboxing.
their souls weren't able to be passed on through the divine gate. Their souls were fed into Aventar. When we defeated Aventar, when we put him back in his tomb, we saved some, lost others. And she looks over to Aldor and she says, there have been some who survived the attack but lost their soul, who never got their soul back. And Aldor says, I am trying to see where you're going with this, Kari. What if someone kept some souls for themselves? And what if they're using that, and like just kind of gestures to the five of you, to control you?
Like puppets?
Of a sort. You seem to have your faculties, and have you felt not in control of your body? Have you felt something taking away your will, your constitution?
Not really.
No.
You guys?
Only when that voice spoke to us, that was not pleasant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but consider this. Why the fuck though?
Go to Hawaii.
What do I?
What away?
I mean, yeah, sure, what you're saying, and at this point she's slightly pulled down her scarf just to be able to talk a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you're saying makes sense. I don't know what makes sense anymore, but it follows the logical reasoning. But why and why us?
Well, I can't answer why you, but and again, she turns to Aldor. This has his name written all over it. And Aldor says, maybe, possibly. Kari looks to the rest of you all and says, after the Elder War, we did our best to round up every Red Hand member that we could. Many surrendered. Many fought to the death. Some went into hiding. One in particular, their leader, we have not been able to find. He's gone deep underground, metaphorically speaking.
For 32
And-
years?
I know. His name is Monsoon. His obsession with bringing Aventar back brought a lot of devastation. And if this is him, he would be resurfacing. But why? And she looks to Aldor. Why now? It doesn't make any sense. There's no pattern to it. There's no rhythm to it.
So,
And she-
are you saying we did actually die, though?
her face softens up a little bit. Again, that archivist kind of goes away, and more of just like the person comes out. I'm sorry. I think that's what this means.
Oh. So,
And for some,
if we had, like, family, they think we're dead?
it's possible.
I mean, 32 years, they might be dead.
I don't like that at all.
No.
I assure you, if any of your family is alive, we will use whatever information that we can and help you locate. But if my theory is correct, you have been dead this entire time. And if this is Monsoon or if it is somebody else, they, for some reason, need you five.
Don't know a lot about magic, but bringing one person back to life, let alone 5, that's a lot.
That is. Which is why my assumption is Monsoon, and Aldor steps in and says, yes. Monsoon was obsessed with immortality, was obsessed with defying death. He talked about bringing about something called the Age of Undeath. His hope, according to Red Hen members that we've captured and interrogated, was that Aventar was going to give him immortality. Maybe he's looking for another way to do that.
And I bet he's pretty pissed at you guys.
Well, if he is pissed at us, he's made absolutely no show of it. No effort. No attempt to come after us. We've picked up no leads. He just vanished.
Current theory, if we find Monsoon, we find our souls.
That's a good assumption. Yes.
Let me at him.
Kari takes a look at the symbol on each of your hands, each of your arms, sorry. Aldor steps towards Jaws with your 21 passive. You would have noticed that while Aldor was talking about Monsoon, talking about the idea of living forever, immortality, the age of undeath. His hand started kind of fiddling with this leather string around his neck. You can't tell what's on the end of it. It's tucked underneath his shirt.
Okay.
And so he approaches, and Kari examines the mark, and she's like pulled out her journal and she's taking a quick sketch of it. And she says, I can stop by the archives, see if I can find anything on this symbol, see if there's any more information that can be had of it. And Aldor says, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Should you reach out to the other scions? I can, at least to let them know of some happenings. Aldor says, yes, well, get the word out, at least make them aware, and then we can go from that. Kari looks to the five of you and says, is there any other questions, anything that I can help answer or help fill in before I step out?
Can we have our things back, or do you need to keep them?
Oh no, please, by all means. I have no use of them currently, but that blade looks to you, Devin. Don't use it. If it's going to lead and help you find your memory, fine, but don't use it. You'll be taking someone's soul if you do.
Ooh, sounds like a lot of responsibility.
If you'd rather I hold on to it, I can.
Oh, I just meant taking a soul. I can hold it. Let's shove it in here.
So she'll hand it back to you. And hand you back your coin.
Also,
Well,
it's kind of hard to use when the handle's not on it.
Fair enough. Well, I'll head straight to the archives. Looks to Aldor and says, hoping if I can, I'll have answers by the morning. Aldor nods. She looks to you all again and says, all right, have a good evening. I'll see you all tomorrow. We'll see what I can find out about that mark.
Peter gives a small bow.
As she's leaving, in her head, she'll hear Nyla tell her that she remembered Astrid's name.
Kari stops for a moment, isn't unfamiliar with people speaking in heads. And so she mentally responds back. Good to know. Thank you. And steps out. Aldor looks to you all and says, well, you are all welcome to stay here within the capital. We can have rooms set up. Yes, there's any other questions, anything I can get for you, I'll make sure to bring you food and supplies, anything that you need.
Thank you.
Do you have cinnamon rolls?
I can see if the staff is able to make some cinnamon rolls for you.
Thanks. That made me feel better. That was a lot of information.
Yes, of course. Get some time to rest, process this. In the morning, come back here, and we'll go from there. We'll talk from there.
Thank you for
Sounds like a good idea. Thanks.
giving us information.
Of course. Of course. He leads you out, closing the door behind. A guard is there who brings you to a sleeping chambers. No map for it, so we'll stay on this one for now. Any conversations for the evening? Anything going through your heads with all this new information?
Yes. When we were led to the sleeping place, Joss would have reached out mentally to Nyla and just when you have a moment to just know that she wants to talk.
Okay.
So whenever it's quiet or during the evening or whatever,
Mhm.
Okay. Anything before that? Anybody else when you guys are in the quarters?
Devin
think Feed-
will.
oh.
Oh no, you go for it. You go for it.
I was just gonna say, Fida's probably a little bit restless with all of this new information, especially with a new memory, because those are in rare supply. I think they begin pacing, then they start doing like small little acrobatic tricks, like little one-armed push-ups, just trying to get rid of energy. There is a nervousness to them.
Mm-hmm.
Calypso's just kind of sitting and talking in whispers to her little bird friend about it.
Oh,
Aw.
What's his name?
I don't know yet. I need to get back to you guys.
I need a month to come up with it. Hang on.
Right, you can't
Seeing-
just
We're all in
you
the
can't
same
just
room, by the
drop
way.
a new animal on me.
Well, you can thank Abby for that because Abby rolled
yeah.
Oh.
DM, we're all in the same room, right?
that. You are all in the same space, but you're free to step out. You're free. You're not being
Yeah, no,
held here.
yeah. Seeing Calypso sitting on the bed, Joss will take out the broken holy symbol again and like toss it on the bed beside her.
What's
You
this for?
You seemed more connected to that than I am. I don't know what it means. If you want to hold on to it, do it.
No, I couldn't. You woke up with it. I couldn't take it from you.
It's not taking if I'm giving.
I'm gonna like
Besides,
just
you're only holding on to it for me.
I'm gonna like pick it up and just like hold it in my hand. And then look up and be like, all right, thank you.
Don't. It's fine.
Okay.
Devin, if there's like a chair, like something that's kind of off to the side, Devin will be sitting in the chair, kind of looking at her hand and like the dagger piece in the other one, and like once or twice throughout the like rest of the evening, will just kind of like prick their finger again and see like nothing happen, and kind of just kind of look at that a couple times.
So, as the night kind of comes down and people start getting settled in, Jaws and Nyla, you step out of the room for the talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Making sure that they have somewhat privacy. Just-
Sure. Easy,
Yeah.
easy enough to do. There are balconies out in the hallway that look out over the city, private spaces to talk and communicate.
Joss just turns to Nyla. When did you figure out I lied about my name?
From the moment you said you didn't remember it, unlike the rest of us.
You didn't ask about it.
No.
Why?
I mean, I'm sure the more we learn about ourselves, if we learn more about ourselves, there may be things that we are unwilling to share for one reason or another. Who am I to push someone to share something that they don't want to?
Fair enough. I did find out my name the same time you guys did. But in finding out my name, I also found out something else.
Oh.
Because my name means something. And I
Hmm.
don't know why it means what it means,
Mhm.
but I don't like it. And I don't. A name means something.
Well, you don't, in my opinion, ever have to share anything you don't feel comfortable with. But if you need another's point of view or opinion, I'm willing.
I can tell you what it means, and you can think for yourself how. It means banished in bitterness. So, the bitterness part I get, the banished I don't.
Sure.
But knowing it might have died 32 years ago. I don't know. It's all
Yeah, that's all kind of wild, isn't it? No souls dying.
yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. Who are we that this person wants to use us, possibly? What could we
Yeah.
possibly mean?
That's the thing. It's from all the things that has made no sense whatsoever these past few days. This to me makes the least amount of sense.
I agree. It feels rather large. Like, I don't know. What, again, we are 5 simple people. What could we possibly be capable of?
I don't know.
And are we just being manipulated? Will we be manipulated if we don't
Probably.
do whatever this person wants? These marks, are they tracking us? Do they know where we are at all times? Do they know our thoughts? Do
I
they
don't
know our
know.
actions?
I don't know what they want either. The 3 of them in there, they have big hearts, but I don't know about you and I.
They have big what?
Big hearts.
Hmm.
It's so
That's only
muffled,
for
it's hard
Shovel.
to hear.
Yeah, that's not for Shovel with all the cinnamon rolls. I don't know how big my heart is.
Well, considered I was banished in bitterness, I don't think mine is very big.
Or your heart is big, but banished you, theirs was not.
Well, someone was bitter anyway.
Sure. Honestly, all of us should be bitter. Somebody wants something with us, and we know nothing about it.
Yeah.
A little bitterness would be correct in my mind of that whole
I
situation.
feel like you and I can be bitter enough so that it spills over to the other 3.
Sure. Or we can hold all the bitterness between the 2 of us and let the other 3 be happy.
If we carry the grudges, they can carry the soul that we
Sure.
don't have.
Yeah. 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 No souls. That is just wild.
And yet, I'm not surprised. That
Why?
made more sense than being zombies.
Well, of course, we don't want to eat each other, so that made sense to me. But how? And you can see like she's like frustrated almost. How can we be alive with no soul? And the souls, like where are they? It doesn't add up in a way that makes me extremely
Yeah.
angry.
I mean, depending on how you look at it, I don't know if everything alive has a soul. And she'll look at her hand where there's currently just a bunch of like larvae and insects crawling. I don't think everything here has a soul, but most things that are alive has a purpose. So if we have no souls but we are alive, that means we have a purpose. If that
Sure.
if that's this Manchun fucker's reason for keeping us alive, or we have a purpose that's bigger, I don't know. I'm not a very virtuous person, I feel. But we must be good for something.
Either good for something or a means to an end. Useful until
That's
no
also
longer
a
useful.
purpose. Yeah.
Yes, but I'd like my purpose to be my own.
I mean, if I could remember my own purpose, then maybe I would share the sentiment.
Sure. I mean, I know very little, obviously. Felt like
Yeah.
I had a purpose.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to explain. I saw the glance you gave me downstairs. I just wanted to explain.
Sure. I appreciate the explanation, though it wasn't necessary. As much as you want to share when you want to share it, I'm not going to push.
Yeah. We'll see when the others figure it out, and I might have to.
Well, all in time, we've known each other how long now? Not
6
even a
days
week?
or something.
Yeah. Plenty of time for us to all hopefully remember more about ourselves and maybe learn of any crossover between us all or not at all, and then get to know each other actually for who we really are instead of the shells of the people we are right now.
Oh shit! Do you think we might have known each other before we died?
I don't know, but how interesting if we did.
Or horrifying?
Well, I guess depending on the context. What if we all hated each other?
I could see that.
I mean, I hope not. It would make, if we learned that about ourselves, it would make continuing to travel together rather difficult.
Well, if we did, then we got a new start.
Sure. Well, hopefully, whoever controls when we receive more parts of ourselves, maybe they'll give us more. Go off of. I don't know.
Yeah. We should get back inside before Shovel pricks all of their fingers looking for a soul that isn't there.
Yeah, I think I only have so much I could do to help that. But yeah, let's get back to the others and I don't
Figure
know.
out what the book nerd knows in the morning.
Yeah, hopefully she has something to share.
Okay. You return to the room. Anything else from the group before we close out the evening? Perfect. We will take a 15-minute bio break. Meet 10 minutes after the hour. And then we'll get to the next bit, to the next day.
Heyo.
Wahoo!
All right.
Woohoo!
So, waking up the next morning, bright and early, you take some time to eat. Food is brought to you. Cinnamon rolls are brought to you. They're not as good as the fresh homemade ones from Vadon, but they're good. They're like a solid B plus to the Vadon's A.
Passable cinnamon rolls.
S tier.
Passable cinnamon rolls. Pillsbury.
Oh.
When you are all ready, you make your way back towards Aldor's chambers. When you walk down the hall towards the doors that you were brought to before, you will immediately notice that there are no guards posted outside of Aldor's chambers. As you approach the doors and go to step in, you hear a loud thudding sound from inside.
Is there like a wrestling match going on?
I am not sure. We should probably approach with caution.
Sure, absolutely.
Can I go up to the door and then somehow she knows to do this? Reach out and see how many other mines are beyond the door, 30 feet.
Ooh. Good.
She just kind of rests her forehead up against the door for a second for those watching her.
You will feel 2 mines, and in the briefest second that you feel 2 mines, the next second it's only 1 mine.
Okay, so then in the minds of each other, or the others, she will date. I sensed 2 mines beyond the door. Now there's only 1. With the thud, that doesn't. I don't think that bodes well.
More zombies. It's our time to shine.
You're all stepping into the chambers.
Devin's opening the door.
Oh. Oh.
I see blood.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
He did.
He did at the door now.
He did it.
Maybe.
You can all drop yourselves in at the bottom as you step in.
Can we even see that though if it's elevated and he's behind a desk?
It is elevated, so you don't currently have a visual, but you do see in the front of the desk there is blood dripping down.
I don't think that's
Okay.
mine.
I would probably run over there
Hello?
out of instinct.
That's like the last thing you're supposed to do as someone assessing like an emergency situation.
Oh, gotta go.
You have to assess the field first.
Yeah, make
Bye.
sure you're not also going to die.
Gotta go by.
Do I see something else in the room?
Well, as you all step in, 21 passive perception, you don't notice anything else in the room that was not here yesterday.
Besides the blood.
Well, except for the blood.
Except for
Yeah.
the blood, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tomato sauce. It's just tomato sauce.
You all, we are the only ones in here. There are no guards outside. There is no one else. We're gonna get this pinned on us. If someone were to come in right now, this looks like we did this.
Well, if we find the one that looks like you, maybe she'll vouch for us.
Yeah, but if somebody's hurt, I can help them, so I want to do that.
Devin
No.
will like keep a lookout then, like at the doors down here, and like
You go to the door.
Yeah, like this is where we came in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Devin will. I mean, they're not particularly insightfully perceptive, but Devin will kind of keep a lookout and just see if any guards are coming.
Sure. Well, you
And-
try to.
Oh.
Oh.
You go to open the door and it doesn't open.
Haha.
My.
Guys, I think we're stuck in here.
Well,
Well, we're getting this pinned on us one way or the other, it seems.
Mm.
I'm
Hmm.
gonna go up here.
Are any of these
Yeah.
other doors?
Well, hold on. Before you start moving yourselves all over, gotta do a couple of things first.
Oh, no.
No, you don't have to do anything though.
I do, unfortunately.
You just have
I-
to let
We
us.
can just
get-
play Clue.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. A who done it?
With Captain Mustard in the meeting room with the ink bottle. Colonel Mustard is his name in English, I remember.
Yep. As a kid, I had no idea what that spelling was, and I was like, "How do you say this word?" Oh,
I still have no
Colonel.
idea how you spell
Colonel?
your stupid ranks.
there. I couldn't.
Nyla.
Huh?
As
Um.
you are approaching the steps, you see the blood, and you know that something has happened, and you feel that instinctual call to protect and to heal. That same feeling that you get when you've healed your allies in previous fights that you've been. As you approach, you don't catch it at first, but you feel a slice on your right side sliding across your rib cage.
Oh.
no.
How far do I get? Here?
Yeah, you get to yeah, you're right there. Yep.
Okay.
Ow. As dropping invisibility,
Ah.
an individual appears.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh
We
my.
will roll for initiative, and we'll go from there.
By the way, I have a bird update.
Oh,
Ooh.
we got a bird up there.
Yeah.
Bird
So,
update. Bird
she-
update.
Yes. She's a quail, and her name is Phoebe.
Oh.
Amazing.
We are going through a quick surprise round before we get to you guys on your turn. This duelist is going to look to you, Nyla, and we'll go through a bit of a flurry here of attacks against you.
I'm sure it will be fine.
We'll use this big chunkers first. The new dice, brand new dice. That is a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first attack. For 7 points of piercing damage. Did I tell you the damage from the first hit?
No.
The one that brought him out of invisibility? No.
Yeah, that was 4 points. My bad.
Okay.
All right, his second hit is a 17 again. And that is for 6 points of piercing damage. And then he is going to, as a bonus action, disengage and strike. He's going to move away from you, and as he's moving, take one more swipe at you.
Jeez.
Rude.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
That is 9 points of damage.
Ooh, baby.
And he is going to move
Ow.
down here. That will bring us to the top of the initiative order. Would you guys like a minute to discuss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to set a minute on the clock. I'm going to mute myself, deafen myself. Any questions before we get started?
Mm-mm.
No.
Perfect. All right. And here we go.
I have a net.
Ow.
I have a net.
I'm at 3 hit points.
Holy
Oh,
shiz.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So you don't get
All right.
near him.
No, yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm gonna move
Feet,
away from him.
I have a
That
net.
that's
will
a good
lock
idea.
in. Mhm. I can only get so far. I can only get to be about here, but then I can manifest my echo to get within melee and
All
try to
right.
get a few hits on him.
I
Were
want to
you
try and get
in-
closer to Aldor because I have Spare the Dying. That's what I was trying to do.
and
I don't want
seeing
him to
how
die.
I
soon
think
it's
he's
been.
already dead.
Well, I'm gonna
Fair
try it
enough.
anyway. For me,
Yeah,
it's a
you-
bonus action and 30 feet range. So as long as
so
I
you
can
can
get
do
Oh,
that
yeah, heal yourself and
from where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Jaws, just frick him up.
Yep.
All right, I'll try to get in front. Do you guys want me to try to net him or just do damage?
Kill him. He tried to kill me.
Well, I'm just saying.
I
'cause
don't
there's-
want him dead because then we lose our culprit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah. I mean, get him down in
We
the
can knock him
non-lethal.
out. Yeah.
Non-lethal. Non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
All right, top of the round. We've got Theta.
That's me.
Mm-hmm. What you doing?
Vita is going to move one. There. They are going to manifest their echo within melee of our friend.
Okay.
Go. And then. Hold on. Manifesting echo is a bonus action. Still getting used to fighter, and I apologize.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
I'm going to use my echo to do my attack.
Okay.
So the echo will have this manifestation of a great axe. A swing. That is a 16 to hit.
That misses.
Oh no!
Oh lord.
Shoot. I get the one attack. I took the attack action using my echo, so I'm going to unleash incarnation
Okay,
and have it make an additional melee attack.
go for it.
That's a little bit better. That is a 19 to hit.
He's going to use his reaction to parry,
Oh.
and that increases his AC enough to block the hit.
Well, shoot. But we've used up his reaction, which is that is all I can do.
All right. It is now the duelist's turn. He is going to examine what is happening here. He's going to make. Actually, let's check first here. Okay. He's going to bonus action disengage and strike your echo. So he's going to
If
move
they're
away
gone.
from.
Yeah.
Well, that's if he hits it.
Yeah. That's true.
18 hit.
Yeah.
All right. So he gets rid of the echo,
Mhm.
and he's going to step 40 feet. Gonna go here first, and then move up another 20 feet here.
Does this pass
And
my
he's-
opportunity range?
You know what?
Ooh.
It would. Go for it.
All right. I'm going to.
Pass.
Oh, frick yeah. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
How did? Oh, okay. Yeah. 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay, 6 points of piercing. Got it. Thank you. And then he is going to look ahead, seeing that Nyla was the one heading up towards the steps first. He reaches into his pouch, onto his person. You can see that he has all these daggers. He has a short sword in his hand and all these daggers that are across his armor. And he's just going to quickly take out 2 daggers and throw one at Nyla, and see if he can.
Oh no.
Go on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh, with a nat 1, he's gonna
Yeah.
miss,
Oh,
and
my
then
God.
but he's gonna throw a second dagger.
No.
Does she have any amount of cover? Or
No, yeah, no cover.
Kara's out there.
Nope, she's out in the open.
Shit.
That will be a mathematics, a 14 to hit.
Oh, that's my armor class.
All right. And that is going to be 7 points of
Yeah, I'm
piercing
out.
damage.
Mercy.
Getting her down, the duelist is just going to hold the short sword in his hand and just kind of look around to each of you. And that brings it to the end of the duelist's turn. It is now Jaws' turn with Shovel on deck. And we need an unconscious marker on 9.
I got it.
Okay, so Jaws is looking around, a little confused, looking to Calypso. Can you get Nyla?
Yeah.
Okay. Feeling a little reassured. She is, for the moment, just stepping in front of Nyla and then taking a shot at this motherfucker. And as I do, well, we'll see if I hit first. That's a 13 plus what? Plus 6, so a 19 to hit.
19. Yes, that hits.
Okay, I would like him to make a strength saving throw
Okay,
while I roll for damage.
got it. Ooh. 7.
He fails. So that's 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As Jaws pulls the bow back, a swarm of mites follow along with the arrow and pushing the duelist 15 feet horizontally in a direction of my choice,
Ooh, okay.
pushing him right back into the into Fida's arms.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Awesome. Sick. All right, now we've got Shovel with Calypso on deck.
As they're running, Shovel is just like staring at
nice.
this person who just dropped down from the ceiling and just watching Nyla go down in almost the blink of an eye. Will just the fairly faint like markings on her skin will start shimmering, and she'll just stare at this person and be like, "You do not get to ruin this morning." And they're gonna run over here as well. Again, kind of mirroring Jaws, getting in between the two of them. And yeah, so her skin is like flickering different colors along like these strange markings that she has. And I'm gonna hit this homie. It's a +2, correct?
That's if you're across. So if you want to.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just next to. Okay, got it. Okay. Actually, yeah. How does this work? Because I can reckless for advantage, and then do I get advantage +2 to the hit?
Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It adds +2 to your hit, no matter what. If you get advantage because of reckless, you get +2.
Okay. Yeah. So gonna just take the sword out and just swing almost wildly.
Go for it.
For numbers 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. That is. I've never played a barbarian in my life. Ooh, that's max. So that's, well, 12 points of piercing damage and another 6 points of seek attack damage. So 18 damage total.
Nice.
Oh,
He is going to uncanny dodge.
How does that work? It's 2 different rolls?
It's
so
uncanny
are you-
dodge reaction.
He gets back at the start of his turn, does he not?
Oh yeah.
Hmm?
He's a bonus action to disengage. Yeah.
Yeah, the bonus action disengage strike. Yeah.
Oh,
But he used the reaction for parry, and then it was his turn, so reaction.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So half of 18 is 9. Got it.
Well, yeah. So how does that work? Because is sneak attack all part of one hit? You're just dodging the whole hit? I don't know how that works.
That is a good question. You know, we'll say that the sneak attack will stay. So then you rolled a 12.
12.
All All right, so I'll add.
I don't know. I've never played either of these characters. Well, I've played a rogue, but I've never played a barbarian. So. Someone else can rule on that. I've got no idea.
Yeah, I'll look into that. But for right now, for the purpose of this fight, we'll just say that the sneak attack stays
Cool.
as is. We'll have the actual melee attack.
And then we'll move here. Because I think that was because I was like here or something, so that should be fine.
Perfect.
Yes, action, bonus action, movement. Done.
Okay. Nyla.
Yeah.
Roll a private death save.
Okay.
And then just mark it off.
I don't need to DM it to you.
No, you could just, I can see it. You can just mark it off.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Calypso, you are up.
Okay. Well, I don't have any healing for Nyla.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
I don't have any healing.
That's why I asked.
Oh, I have a potion of healing I can give her.
Yeah, you can do that. You can
Okay.
you can use your action to
Okay, good.
to give her some. You want to move over to her?
Yeah.
Right, just click and move yourself.
I thought you meant when you said you got her, I kind of thought you meant like protect her. But I was like, yeah, sure, I can do that.
All right, so you can roll for the healing potion. That is 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Hang on. Okay, that is 5.
All right, you get 5 hit points back, Nyla. You taking a gasp of air as you are brought back to consciousness. That brings us to the end of Calypso's turn.
Wait, hold on. Don't I get a bonus action?
Sorry. Yep, you're absolutely right. My bad. Bonus action.
Are there... You know, I'm going to use the flame blade on my scimitar.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That it for you?
Yeah.
All right. At the end of your turn, there is a sort of shimmer that falls over the duelist. And they seem to be moving a little quicker than they were before. And that brings us to the end of the first round. We are back up at the top of the initiative order. Would you guys like a minute to discuss?
Yes.
Okay. Let me get myself set up here for that. All right. I will deafen myself and then we can start. And
So I'm thinking that since we don't want to kill the person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I could wild shape into a snake and like constrict him.
Oh, frick yeah. I like it. And then we can wail on him with non-lethals. Since
Still
me
gonna
and-
try and get up to
Do you
Aldor,
have,
but
yeah, I guess me and you just wail on him, huh, Fida?
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice to
Non-lethal.
just brain off smack things. I won't lie. Kala has so
No,
much
I
juggling.
like it. I miss spells, but I enjoy this.
Yeah.
does
Nyla,
make
run
things
away.
simpler.
all right,
I am yep.
top of the
GTFO.
top of the round.
of
We
the
have
morning.
Theta with the
Um,
duelist on deck.
Ida is going to move here. Bonus action manifest their echo.
Okay.
I don't get advantage from my echo being there, correct?
No.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just trying to like cut off areas.
Sure.
And I'm gonna take a hit at this guy.
Okay. Go for it.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Ooh,
Very
let's go.
nice.
Hey, let's get some D12s. Never get to use those.
Oh yeah, because you got that sick axe.
All right. That is nice damage. 19 plus 3, 22 points of something damage, slashing non-lethal.
Oh, non-lethal. Okay, very nice.
How's he looking?
He's starting to look a little bloodied.
Starting to look. So he's pretty hefty. I will unleash Incarnation and have my Echo take an attack as well.
Okay, go for it.
I kid you not, that's another nat 20, and I feel really bad about it.
Yes.
Very good,
Let's
very good.
go.
I need to retire this die because I don't
No.
like that. That is double eights, 16 plus 3, math, 19 points of damage, non-lethal.
Nice, nice. All right. Anything else on your turn?
How bad is he looking now?
Oh!
He's still looking rough. Yeah, he's
Action
looking rough.
surge, why not?
Yeah, do it.
That is a 18 to hit.
18 misses.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay.
Whatever shimmer went over him, making him move a little bit faster, he's a little bit more agile.
I hate that. Okay, so strike, miss. And then just going to like try to cut the guy off as much as that is all I can do.
All right.
Literally.
It is now the duelist's turn. The duelist, now moving faster, swings his short sword around. He is going to look to you, Fida, having just hit him. And now with the speed that he's going to make 4 attacks against you.
Hello?
Hi.
Disrespectful.
He just casually hasted.
Mhm.
Somebody hasted him.
AC is so low, guys.
That's a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
the
I have the
first hit.
highest AC.
That is, I'm just going to roll all of the hits right now. That's
Yes,
a 19
please.
to hit.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a nat 1, so he'll miss that one.
Thank God.
And that's another 15 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so that was 3 hits. That's 23 points of piercing damage.
Yay.
Bonus action, disengage and strike. Gonna go hit you again. Nat 20.
Oh!
Fuck.
Fuck off.
That is another 11 points of damage.
What is the rule for like
Max, the massive damage.
yeah.
Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Well,
It doesn't
that's
matter
only-
because I'm down.
What's only half
Oh,
of
you're-
your max HP, not your current HP.
Yeah.
So 11 isn't like you don't have 22 HP, so you wouldn't take the
No.
massive damage.
Well, from the first hit, but anyway, you're down anyway, so
I'm
you're
down,
good.
so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, you're good. All right, so disengage. He's gonna move and run 25 feet here, and then
My echo disappears because I'm down.
Mhm.
Does it?
That's a good question.
Yes, I will want to say.
I think it does.
And bonus action disengage.
It only says if
then-
my echo is ever more than 30 feet, it goes away.
If it doesn't,
Cool.
you go.
It might just stand idly.
It could.
We can look it up
Hang on.
while we're
Mhm.
doing stuff.
Yeah,
take
please
it.
continue on.
All right. Yeah. Anyway.
What else?
That's it. He disengages and he moves 40 feet away. And that brings us to the end of his turn. It is now... Actually, before his turn is over, he's going to shout out in... I'm going to wait till M comes back. There we go. Perfect. He's going to shout out in Abyssal,
I know that.
but you're unconscious.
I know.
I know that.
Asgard du thak naxtral. Does anyone here know Abyssal that is conscious?
Yes.
No.
The pit calls, unleash the shadow.
Oh.
I hate that.
No.
All right, that brings us to Jaws. You're up with a shovel on deck.
He is there, the motherfucker. Well, Joss will move in front of prone Nyla and take another shot.
Nice, go for
Because
it.
that's what she does.
Non-lethal or lethal?
Non-lethal, aiming for like the shoulder or the knee or anything
Knee.
cool like that.
I was an adventurer once, and I took an arrow to the knee.
That's a 14 on the die plus 6 for a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 just hits with his hasted AC.
Gross.
Yeah, gross. Fuck it. We'll add 1d6 of piercing damage from my swarm to that. That's max damage for both of them. So
Nice.
that's 12 piercing damage from the arrow plus 6 piercing damage from the swarm.
Okay. Alright. Doing good. Doing real good. He's still hanging on by a little teensy tiny bit.
And she'll shout back in Abyssal, "What the fuck do you mean, Shadow?" And that's her turn.
Alright, cool. Devin, you're up with Nyla on deck.
Yeah, Shovel seeing Fida go down is just very... What is going on? We just had cinnamon rolls and now 2 of my friends are down. Get over here. And is gonna run over and get right in this duelist's face and just try to just deck him straight in the face with like the pommel of her sword.
Okay.
I'm gonna reckless with it again. Please, dear lord. Yes! Okay. 24 to hit.
24 hits. Well, hang on.
Please, lord.
Does he want to use it right now? Yeah, fuck it. Parry.
How much does it add?
Oh wait, no, never mind. His AC is currently 20, so never mind. It hits. Go ahead.
Yes!
Carry on.
Alright, so that was reckless, just so we're aware.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
But it was advantage, so that is... I'm rolling smacks on these, holy cow. So that is 12 points of piercing from the sword, and... you got another 6 of sneak attack.
Damn, very good.
4 6s in a row. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so another 18 damage, all non-lethal.
Got it.
Still up.
He's I'm telling you.
Guys.
I'll explain why afterwards.
That is 4 advantage hits coming this way. If this guy doesn't go down.
Alright. That brings us to the end of Devin's.
Movement. I don't think I can do anything else for my bonus action. No, that's it.
Alright, we're at Nyla with Calypso on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up. Can I see him from here? Or would I have to move one more?
How tall are you?
I am 5'9".
Make a perception check. Free action.
This desk.
He's a big dude.
Oh, it's cocked on a natural 20. How disrespectful. 16.
16. Yeah, you could just make out his head.
Okay. I don't know how long he's been down for, but I'm gonna try it anyway. With my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying.
As you go to release the spell, you can feel like the divine energy sparking at your fingertips, and as you reach out to save Aldor, something blocks your magic, and the spell dissipates.
The fuck, dog? Rude. Okay. Does it seem like it?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. I don't know how to ask what I want to ask. 17.
17. There is a small familiarity with the type of magic that just happened. Maybe you've seen it in your quote-unquote past life. Someone has countered your spell.
Shit. There's someone else in here. I think. Oh, okay.
That's a great point. It would break invisibility.
Yeah, would the other
Unless it
spell
was
have broken
greater,
invisibility?
right?
Unless it's greater invisibility.
Unless it's greater invisibility.
Mhm.
Because I think haste would have broken it too.
Bears, you're dying. Well, fuck me running. Annoyed. Now I don't know what to do. Okay. As my action, I'm going to she'll touch her cast in this brief like black shimmer pulses over her.
Mhm.
And she's gonna gain some temporary hit points.
Nice.
I think what did I do? I did bonus action and as much movement as I could.
That brings us to the end of your turn, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Calypso, you're up with someone on deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I
What's
can't
your-
do what I want to do.
You can go right here and hit him.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can yep,
Yeah,
you can hit him diagonally
That's
if
the
you
one
want to
thing
run
about
up
that
here.
tool is you have to remember you just have to be within 5 feet. You don't have to be in the same
Oh.
square as.
Okay, great. So then I'm going to move. Right here. Okay. I'm going to wild shape
Okay.
into a constrictor snake,
Oh, all right.
and I'm gonna constrict him.
What does he have to do for that?
Okay, it says constrict. It's a melee weapon attack. Plus
Oh,
4
okay.
to hit, reach 5 feet. Yeah. Oh, target is grappled. Oh yeah. So I think I just roll for it.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to
Okay.
do contested oh my god. My brain. Is it contested strength? Is it just contested strength?
Strength, dex, choose which.
Ah, okay, we'll do strength.
Okay.
So we'll first off go ahead and roll to hit if it's a melee
Gotcha.
attack.
Okay. Oh, nice. 24.
24 will hit. You can't parry that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
What's
then
what's-
I roll for the damage, right? And then
Yeah, get the damage and then we'll do
Okay.
the contested
It
strength.
doesn't say contested.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's just grappled? All right,
And the
then never
target
mind.
is grappled.
Mm-hmm.
He is grappled. What's the damage on that?
So it says
Restrained.
6, and then parentheses it says 1d8 plus 2.
Yeah, you
So
go
roll
for it.
1d8 plus 2.
Okay. I don't know why there's a 6 there.
Because
then,
that's
but
the
alright.
It's the
average.
average.
It's just
Sometimes
giving you if you want to
DM
do average
Oh,
damage.
gotcha.
DMs will take averages.
Is this non-lethal?
Yeah, it's bludgeoning non-lethal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, that's 6 damage. Oh, yeah.
6 damage. Okay. And now he is grappled. You've got
And
him
restrained.
and restrained. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. That's it for you?
Yeah.
All right. At the end of your turn, the space around the duelist warps and twists as they are vortex warped out of the space. I gotta confirm that you could do that with someone who's grappled. I think you can.
Dante does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they are vortex warped out of the space, and they're gone.
Does that mean I'm gone?
Nope. It's
Oh.
just on the one individual. So you
Drop to the ground.
just drop. However,
Well then.
I'll give you something. Hang on. From the attacks that you guys have done amazingly with.
That was
And
rude.
the constricting snake was a really good touch as well. He drops something. Something metallic clangers on the ground that's attached to a leather cord.
And
Does it?
where do we not see? Is this like one square room? Are there balconies, or is this just a room?
There's windows.
Ah, that's why I was asking if there was windows or something.
The windows are up here. Sorry.
Ah, okay. Fix warp 90 feet, mother frickin' frick.
That will bring us to the top of the round. There are no visible enemies on the screen. I'll give you guys a minute to discuss, and we'll see what can be done during this round of initiative.
Justina, that was so dope. It's so unfair.
It was very cool.
That was very cool.
Oh, you're so awesome.
I can get Fida up with a healing word from where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna try and get around the desk if I don't have enough movement. I'll ask if I can vault over the desk, and then might do gentle repose.
You can't do two spells like that, can you?
Oh no, I can't. Fuck. I'll just go over there.
Yes. He's like actively dying.
Yeah. I want
Especially if
to,
that
but I
person
can get
is
you
like
up.
pseudo gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I can get you
yeah.
up with a level 2
I can
healing
get
word.
here, I think, in one turn with movement and a blessing of the Raven Queen. I'll go see if I can see anything.
Okay.
My rage will drop.
I can't do shit. So I'm.
Can you heal at all?
Yeah, I can heal.
I would heal one of them. Just heal 9.
Alrighty. Top of the round. Fida, make a private death save, please.
Yepers.
Cool. All right. The duelist is out of initiative for the moment. He's just fucking off. Brings us to Jaws.
Yeah. Jaws is going to run down to Fida and put her hand on their shoulder and do cure wounds.
Okay.
God, math. 9 hit points back.
9.
And then a quick question. The thing that fell, does it look like it's the same thing that I saw around Aldor's shoulder neck yesterday?
The cord is the same, yes.
Yes.
You can just make it out right next to Devin.
Okay, then I'll call that out. He dropped Aldor's thing. It seems important if he killed him for it. And that's all I can do.
Okay. Devin?
Hearing that and still like just standing in disbelief at this person just vanishing out from Calypso's grasp, here's Jaws and will just pick up the item, and is going to like look around this room and just in disbelief, not seeing the person anywhere here, but knowing that there's blood up here is gonna go help Nyla. And I'm going to use Blessing of the Raven Queen to do. Where can I go with this? 30 feet. Here.
Okay.
I cannot move. Please let me use my cute little thing. Yeah, 30 feet there, and then 30 feet of movement here, just to get a full visual on like she can't see him here. Is he hiding behind the desk?
You see no one else besides Aldor's body slashed to bits. There. In fact, we're going to back it up just a wee bit, because what you pick up is a key. It's a real gnarled looking key, gnarled and metallic looking, with very like spiky edges to it. As you grab it, you feel a small like a pulse just kind of pass through you. That's all that happens. You move. You run around the desk. Yeah.
Are these weapons like actually here?
Yeah, display weapons. Yeah.
Okay. And so there's nothing that we can see here. Is there like where does this face, these windows?
Looking out the windows, it is there's a small not balcony, but like a piece of the roof, and that continues down past where you can't see, on both sides, and then there's a drop, and you can't see the bottom.
I will actually hold my action. If I see that duelist appear anywhere, I'll hold a javelin.
Sure.
Just being on the lookout. I'll just hold a javelin and look.
All right. Sick. That brings us to Nyla. Calypso on deck.
Seeing Fida back up. Priorities shift slightly. Excuse me. Bending down by Aldor. Has he expired?
Make a medicine check. I mean, if you're asking if he's visually dead, yeah, he's visually dead.
I mean, will the medicine check take my action?
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna make a medicine check.
How dead is dead?
21.
Yeah, there are multiple slash marks across his torso and neck, in a flurry of blows. It looks like he got caught off guard, and attacked.
So he did.
He did.
He did. Okay.
What were you hoping to do?
If I was trying to see like if he was just at 0 hit points, or if he was, is he more than a minute dead? Yeah.
He is. From the timing,
like, is he making death saves, or is he dead?
No, he's considered dead.
Okay.
Now, you are able to, if you want to try to use Spare the Dying, or if you want to try to use, I don't know if you have like Gentle Repose, like you.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, because there's a difference between Spare the Dying and Gentle Repose.
Yeah, Spare the Dying.
You would need Gentle Repose.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, that's what I was trying to clarify. Then that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna cast Gentle Repose on him.
You protect the body.
Yeah, she kind of just reaches out. Well, almost like, force of habit. She doesn't know why we all say this. Pulls a couple copper pieces out, puts them on his eyes, and just with a lot of her magic, black sheen over him that kind of like hovers like static around his body.
Perfect.
And then, so yeah, she's kind of squatted down by him.
Okay. Perfect. That brings us to Calypso's turn. You're a snake.
Yep, I am a snake.
Slithery snake.
I'm going to get out of my wild shape.
Okay.
So I'm gonna turn back into me.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna be like, well, that was rude. I'll move towards the body of Aldor.
Just move your 30 feet.
What would that be? That would be like, I don't know, like around here.
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. At the end of your turn, Jaws and Fida. Right, Fida, what's your passive? Yeah.
It's garbage.
Yeah, it's not great. And you just came back. So, but Jaws,
Yeah.
you hear it. You turn. You see that the door has opened and closed. The one that you guys use as an entrance here.
Are we still in initiative?
At this point, no longer in initiative.
Oh, okay.
I'll go and check the door. Because it was locked before. Is it still
It is.
locked?
It is still locked.
Did I hear a... I guess I heard it locking after.
Yeah. They. Yes.
Yes, when
yeah,
they left.
You would have heard. Mhm.
Mm.
Fida, still prone on the ground, will sort of ask to the group in general, do we want guards here, or... 'Cause I can probably get them here pretty fast.
Well, the door is locked.
They might have a key, would they not?
Can you get them here from inside a locked room?
I can yell very loud when I want to.
It's at this point that you hear alarm bells going,
Yay.
dinging throughout the hall. And as you guys are like trying to gather yourselves and trying to figure out what is going on here, guards start banging on the other side of the door. The door starts jiggling and hangling, and you hear a voice from outside. Jaws, you can recognize it because 21 passive perception. As Velisara shouting, "They killed Aldor! Get in there!"
Oh no.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
I hate it!
That He's mad that Kari sent him away. It's all a setup. He wants his seat. He wants the Councilman Aldor seat.
Oh,
Dang.
shit.
Well, we didn't. I saved him though. Like you can. He's good though. So like you can talk to him. It's fine.
Yeah,
Just here, bring him back.
He's
and
dead.
He'll tell you.
dude, that was sick. That hasted 4 attack and sneak attack and surprise round was crazy.
Yeah. Ow.
Dropped
Ouch.
two PCs and a round each.
Dropping
And-
a cleric is just rude.
You have leveled up.
Yo!
On our next long rest? Or...
At your next long rest,
Yeah.
you will have
All
leveled up.
right.